guys were very rude this morning because I don't even have yarn picked out to make fingerless mitts. The dog's being a dork, and I love him. So yes, we're downstairs in the basement at my yarn cabinet to get some yarn. Here is the stash. And I don't even have that much wound up for this. So we'll see what I can pick out. I think some scrappy mitts in these leftovers from a couple projects could be really cute. I think they'll kind of go together. Hello, welcome back. This is Vlogmas day 2. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that I've already changed up my setup a little bit. I went through the video that I filmed yesterday and I really didn't love how I came across. I was definitely very nervous, talking way too fast. I changed things up a little bit. Now I can see myself. And here we are again. I am new to this, so my name is Sarah Terry. This is a Terry Mary Vlogmas. I'm still working on a name for the channel if this channel sticks around, but that's what we're calling Vlogmas. I'm primarily a knitter. I'm also a writer and I do other kinds of making, but for this, I will probably be focusing on knitting and maybe a little bit of writing. When I was filming yesterday, I actually went through and talked through my projects, and I disliked it so much that I cut all of that out. So I might go through my projects one by one today or just lay them in a little bit at a time. So you already saw this morning, one of my main things that I'm doing for Vlogmas is letting the dice decide which project I work on. And this morning, the dice chose a chaotic cast on because apparently that's what they want to do. So here's my list of potential projects that I could work on. And I rolled a 9 this morning, which meant that I had selected fingerless mitts. Where have I put them? So the hilarious part of this challenge that I've set for myself is I didn't even have yarn or a pattern picked out for these fingerless mitts. And in order to fulfill the challenge, I had to just go for it, you know, just gut instinct, just grab something. And sometimes I think that's what's needed. I think in this like little bit of a knitting rut, I am overthinking which pattern. It has to be like the perfect pattern and the perfect yarn and everything has to work out perfectly. And then I spend too much time thinking and not enough time knitting. So I went to my stash and selected this bag of scraps that I have. Most of them I used to knit the Northwoods V-neck, which I will try to put a picture here, which is a Jessie made design, and I kind of invented my own stripe pattern, and most of it's knit up in Malabrigo Rios, and then there's one yarn, the variegated is Speckled Finch Studios. So I have all of those scraps that I know work together, and then I have these 2 other smaller DK scraps there. And those are from some cowls that I've made. And I think that they kind of go with this like earthy color vibe. So I went with it. And I cast on. So I cast on the creme mitts, which are a free pattern on Ravelry. And I only got a few rows done. But the other thing is all of these sort of smaller projects are getting me to work on DPNs. Which is funny because I don't naturally go for DPNs, but I also don't hate DPNs. So it's getting my DPN skills back a little bit. So that's good. I think these will be very cozy. And the plan is basically to kind of create a striping pattern with these scraps. So I started with the green, but then I'm going to move immediately into this yellow. It's kind of a wheat yellow color. And my goal will be to actually take good notes instead of my usual chaotic notes so that I can make a second mitt. And otherwise, if you saw the picture of the pattern, it's mostly a nice ribbed cuff. It's a 3x1 ribbed cuff, and then a stockinette hand and a cuff at the top to, I think, cinch in at the fingers. So it should be really simple, and it's so cold outside. I've been dying to have some fingerless mitts. So overall, I'm enjoying my little challenge every day, chaotically selecting something based on dice. It is starting to work through the knitting rut that I've been in, so that's been good. Oh, and what I'm wearing today is, okay, so underneath is a hand knit. This is my Haw Creek pullover by Andrea Gaughan. Here's a picture of my nicely styled photos that I took. And it's this really lovely cropped, V-neck garter rib pattern. I've got some pills going on that I haven't dealt with. I knit it out of Cascade 220 Sport, which was the first time using that yarn. I was having a non-superwash era at the beginning of the year, and I was looking for a good kind of budget-friendly option, and I really like this yarn. It's really light. It feels really nice. It's not itchy. It does pill. It does pill, as you can see from my many pills, but it doesn't really bother me that. But the star of the show is, this is a Christmas vest that I thrifted over the weekend when we were shopping on Saturday. And it's so cute. It's got these snowmen all over it. It's like just the right amount of gaudy, but I actually think it's really cute, and it's kind of oversized on me. I'm very excited about that. So, feeling Christmassy yet again. Next on the agenda, the moment most are waiting for, which is me opening the next day of my Bookish Advent by Beehive Yarns. So once again, this is a book-themed tonal advent from Beehive Yarns. And yesterday we opened, oh, you can see it behind me. Yesterday we opened this beautiful garnet red, which is the colorway Jane Eyre. And today's, this is your warning, you don't want spoilers. Ooh, we have its cousin. Okay, I'm gonna have to go take it down and show you both. Okay, so this is what we just opened. Once again, my light is blowing it out a little. It's a little richer than it's showing up on camera. This is Black Beauty, which was a favorite of mine as a kid. I loved all of those tragic animal stories that they had us read. And then if you see, this is it next to Jane Eyre from yesterday. So it's gonna be a tonal fade of classic book colors. So it's already so beautiful, but this is even more beautiful. The other thing that I cut out of yesterday's video was really much of an introduction of me, because again, I did not love how it turned out. I mentioned that I'm a knitter and a writer. I write for my day job, which is usually copywriting and marketing. Right now I can film in the middle of the day because I got laid off in June, so I've been job hunting, and today I'm actually managing my stress because I'm hoping to hear from a job that I'm pretty excited about, so we'll see if I land it. When I'm not doing my day job, I'm also working on my first novel. Today I am planning to do some more knitting, be cozy, try not to stress too much about hearing about this job, and get some writing done because it's been a few days. I didn't get any done over the Thanksgiving weekend, which was a bummer. We were just so busy. That's the plan for the rest of the day. And since I don't want to make this video unreasonably long, I think I will save project intros until maybe those come up. Maybe I'll just save the project intros until those come up on the dice, and then I will talk you through where those projects are at. So it will just be, I mean, a lot of these are familiar names of projects. It will just be like a surprise. Or if it comes up and I'm working on those projects, I will try to give you a little bit of an intro to them. So it's about 3 p.m. Central Time. I have not really wanted to write today, but I've been trying to like really push through. But I did a lot of Christmas shopping, browsing, and planning for a couple of gifts I need to get. But I did get some writing done. I'm luckily in the part of my novel where I've written drafts of certain parts, and I'm going back through and like retyping, but also rewriting a bit as I go. But it does mean I get a lot of words done faster. So I've almost done 1,000 words. I could definitely do a little bit more. My goal, I've tried to keep in small chunks of like 400 words a day so that I don't feel overwhelmed by my goals. But I definitely try to beat that whenever I can. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep doing this, going to the gym in a little bit. I do CrossFit, and then yeah, probably some hanging out and knitting. Okay, so hi. It's actually the morning of day 3. I didn't get back to recording anything to catch you up on what else I got done on day 2. Oops. But I am, you know, not totally awake. Definitely not showered or styled. So I think it still counts as day 2, right? Great. So I didn't get a ton done on my fingerless mitts, but I made a little more progress. You can see that I was shifting over to the kind of wheaty yellow color. So, I mean, that's definitely one of the things that why I avoid DPNs is because they do slow you down because you're always just like transitioning to the next set. And so you can't really like power through in the same way. But, oh, it'd be really nice to get these done because I really want some fingerless mitts. So that's that. And then as far as other updates, I ended the day with actually 2,000 words written, which is like, whoo, yeah. I'm hoping to get through 10,000 words in December, so that's a great start. So yeah, I spent most of my afternoon writing, and then I did a little bit more kind of gift shopping. I bought myself some Cyber Monday yarn that I don't need. And then we went to the gym. I mentioned earlier I do CrossFit, and I actually set a personal record for squat snatching, which is one of the major Olympic moves that you do in CrossFit. Maybe I'll feel brave and put a video right here. So yeah, that's me lifting 100 pounds up over my head. You know, so very exciting. I was really psyched about that. And then we, rightfully earned just potatoing on the couch for the rest of the evening and doing some knitting and watching TV. So that's the update for the rest of day 2. I hope you're enjoying. Being so new to YouTube, I've gotten only a single view on my first video, but I'm so excited that somebody watched, and I'm fighting all of my instincts to just panic and take it down because people are seeing my content. But thank you so much. If you're here and you're watching, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to do these every day or most days for Vlogmas to get sort of into the swing of things, and I hope to make this a regular channel. So thanks so much, and I will see you tomorrow.